It's always something when you can go back in time and think about bands who used to put out 2 albums a year. Case in point was Rufus featuring Chaka Khan because they had the Rags to Riches and the Rufus Size album and had some big hits. Third and fourth album, respectively, back to back gold records. Remember when record companies used to didn't hesitate by putting out multi records before videos took over and cross promotion? Well, when you go back and you think about those records and then add in the greatness of Chaka Khan, she had a real interesting story because originally Rufus was an all white band and then they became a black band. And they had some situations where they went to go perform and they'd only put the white band, so they had before they brought in Watson and Maiden to come play with them in the band. One of the greatest rhythm sections ever. And when you and they don't get their due. They should be in the Hall of Fame. Rufus should be in the Hall of Fame. Shaka Khan got in. Rufus should be in. They one of the baddest bands of the '70s. You know that sound. But when we talk about Rufus Sized, the second album that came out, of course, Once You Get Started, which was a catchy song, and Please Pardon Me, you remind me of someone. And this is where Shaka Khan is the mother of being a lead female singer of funk bands because her voice transcended. So all the one bands that came over that had a female lead on the funk after her are in debt to her. So your Atlantic Stars, your Midnight Stars, Rolls Royces, SOS Band, that's all the school that Shaka opened up the door. That lead vocal with the funk band, male dominant band, are in depth. Shaka, it just changed the course as you know it. When we talk about rags to riches, obviously the classic "Tell Me Something Good." Now, ironic story behind this is that originally Shaka had turned down the first song Stevie Wonder had written up. Said I wasn't feeling that, and they did it together. The only thing is that Shaka hasn't gotten her credit. She didn't get her credit. She co-wrote "Tell Me Something Good" with Stevie with that clairvoyant funk. Boom, ba boom, 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 and you remember it like yesterday. It's hard to believe it's 50 years old, but it connected. Her voice, the tone, the feel. Case closed. And you got The Love, which was co-written by Ray Parker Jr. Remember, Ray Parker Jr. was a session player as a teen for Stevie Wonder, amongst others. Remember, he also had a cameo in Uptown Saturday Night, the Sidney Poitier Bill Cosby movie. He's on the stage when they have the cookout scene for the cookout, the church gathering. And when Rosalind Cash has Come and Get It, you can see a mini clip of him on guitar on the stage. But anyway, this is the greatness of this band that they came out with 2 albums, which that was normal back in the '70s. A lot of acts used to drop too. Somewhere in the '80s, obviously when videos took over and the compartmentalization, then acts were relegated to just one release because again, when artists got bigger with the videos, you could stretch a record out, you know. But back in the day when people would put out multiple records, when it was the norm, this was one of the bands, and they capitalized on it. It really caught them at their peak and their prime, coming into their own. And what a distinctive sound when you talk about Rufus and Chaka Khan. What a distinctive sound. 2 albums and songs that have endured. Because you can play those songs and they just still hit like they did yesterday. I just remember listening to those songs for so many years and enjoying. And between the musicianship of Rufus and her voice, and don't get it twisted, she's bad on drums too. Chaka Khan, one of the baddest, still singing out here. I almost get ready to retire, but I wanted to give a shout out because when I was thinking about, just making you feel the music, when you talk about distinctive vocals, distinctive musicianship, you can't say enough about it. You can't ever begin to say enough. One of my favorites, and it just, it hits a certain way. I can't begin to say enough about how much it impacted the then and the now. But Rufus was a bad band, bad. When we talk funk bands, we talk about acts, popularity, etc. Don't get their due. And they weren't just a warm-up band that just played behind Shaka. They were a together unit. Now, they blew her up, and obviously with her solo career, etc. But make no mistake about it, she busted her chops with this band, and they did some incredible stuff. And this was starting to hit their peak prime era of Rufus and Chaka Khan. So I want to talk about those 2 records, the musicianship, the arrangements, the productions, and they didn't sound like anyone else. That rhythm section, which was there. Quincy Jones used for Michael Jackson's Off the Wall project, which was used on featured, and they were also featured. They worked with Quincy Jones on Quest. They had mixed results on those records, but the rhythm section of those Cats and Rufus, made no mistake about it, very distinctive tone, very distinctive rhythm section. Don't get the due they should get, because I would make a case that the Rufus rhythm section on the West Coast version was like the West Coast equivalent of Nile Rodgers, Bernard Edwards, and Tony Thompson on the Chic sound. You can make that case and not be wrong. When you go back and listen to those old Rufus and Chaka Khan albums, they still have a distinctive quality and tone and feel. And of course, her voice, she's one of the most important female vocalists ever. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for nothing, share it if you like, and hit that membership, because when you do request videos, I take part to bring them forth to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay well, stay true, stay focused, stay woke. I'm out. Peace.